Okay, welcome back. Wolves Diary number 5. It's been a while. Been a long while. I love how this picture of Kyle Lowry on the Toronto Raptors is him freaking out because he likes to freak out a lot when he gets called for penalties. So let's play. So, last time I did a podcast, or not a podcast, the Wolves Diary was January 13th, I think. And that was when they lost to the Rockets, and including that loss, they've gone 5-10 since then. So I said I was going to stop watching. I was going to take a nice vacation from the Wolves. You know, just get away from this frustration that I've been experiencing with them. But that didn't really work out. I watched most of the games that they played. But if they were losing terribly, I just shut it off, walked away, and largely ignored it. I usually, oh gosh, now I gotta sneeze. Usually I stay up and watch the West Coast games, but yeah, I didn't do that this time. I missed both the Lakers and the Clippers game, and of course the Clippers win was one of the best wins of the year, and the Bulls win the next night or the next game. I was watching UFC, I do believe, so I missed a lot of that. But I saw that game. I just didn't see it live. See here. Zach finally busted out of that major slump he was in during the majority of my last videos.
Coming into the start of the year. Tell you what, they're talking about him now.
And he was like on fire for a few game stretch there, like against the Thunder. He was amazing. And then there was one more game after that. I think it was against the Jazz where he was just lighting it up.
The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Scola out there with Powell, and it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Another good thing from my big stretch away was Gorgie Jang developing a nice chemistry with Karl-Anthony Towns. I was kind of low on Gorgie at the beginning of the year. He looked kind of lost, but he's been averaging a double-double pretty much every game he started against next to Cat. Oops. Wow, that was weird. He started because KG's getting some soreness in his knee. Surprise, surprise.
You've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game.
Shoot. Shit. You know, big surprise KG's starting to break down. I hope he retires at the end of the year. Like, I really enjoy the fact that he's teaching our young kids how to play defense, and he's actually showing them on the court. And, you know, being a vocal leader, giving them lessons about what went wrong with he and Marbury and all that. But oh, come on, Carl can hit those. But yeah, Gorgie Jang, what a nice development that is. I was on board with trading him and getting like some nice value in return, but honestly, if he's gonna play like this, oh shit, he's gonna play like this. Fucking hold on to him.
Pass to Lowry, wide open look. The shot no good.
Gorgie's a surprisingly good offensive player. He makes a lot of dumb mistakes, but I think he and Cat, if they can play this well together in Cat's rookie year, I think that they can develop into a pretty solid tandem. So depends on who you get in the draft or who you get as a free agent this offseason. But I might be prepared to just give Jang a pretty healthy contract and put him next to Cat for the future.
And hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching.
Some bad news. Pekovic. He came back against the Nuggets in his first game back. He looked pretty good. I was surprised at how good he looked, but then really went downhill very quickly, and now he hasn't been playing in the past few games. So I can only assume that he's, you know, hurt again, and that it's probably not going to get better anytime soon.
What's the news, Doris?
Yes, Kevin, the crucial aspect for them in his mind is going to be making things tough
So,
inside for their opponent. He said,
you know, I wasn't expecting anything from Pekovic. I just wanted to see if he could get back on the floor. It looks like we know that he's going to be limited for the rest of his contract, which is a bummer for us,
The Raptors, they come in
for everyone, really. I mean, you got to feel bad for Pekovic that he's never going to be able to operate. Like, he's always going to feel pain in that ankle for the rest of his life.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time.
But he's going to be paid handsomely for the next couple of years, so hopefully he'll save all that money, invest it wisely, and have a nice, comfy life after basketball where he can just play with his grandchildren. Who knows? I don't think he has any kids to begin with. But.
And Levine subbed in for Andrew Wiggins.
Aha!
And the foul called on
yeah, the rotation, not more bad news, rotations still suck. Fucking weird rotations. I wish Sam would just settle on 10 guys that you're gonna play. I'd rather him just play 9, but 10 games you're gonna play. Let them know what kind of minutes they're gonna get.
All alone.
And just roll with them. And let the players develop a routine. But instead he's just, oh, I'll play Rudej 6 minutes this game. I'll play Payne 10 minutes this game. Next game, Belly will get 15, and then the next game he won't get any. And you know, sometimes I'll play Andre Miller. Every once in a while we'll throw Tyus in there. Just calm it down and get a nice 9 or 10 man rotation going with consistent minutes for all those players. And
off on that one, so
some players talked to John Krasinski, the AP guy for the Timberwolves, and they called out Sam under anonymity, talking about how uncomfortable they are with his offensive system, the way he's handling the young guys, the way he's handling the way the team's going and all that. So that's not great. But most people, including myself, definitely aren't happy with the way that the way that Sam's been handling everything. So I can understand why they're not happy.
The dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
And Minnesota has possession following the miss by DeRozan. Took the opportunity when he
Take it.
Rudez has got 6.
So I promised y'all a prospect profile, and I got a prospect profile. Let me just throw this in the middle here. I'm just gonna do this, and then maybe I'll play again after this, because it's too hard trying to talk and play the game at the same time.
He's now 2 for 3.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got
So before
a bit of everything.
I go into my prospect profile, let me just say that I don't watch college basketball. I'm not interested in college basketball. I don't like college basketball that much. So I'm not all these prospect profiles I'm going to do for every Wolves Diary until the draft. It's just going to be mostly what other people are saying, not any of my own original opinions. Like, most of this I got from Draft Express, and then I sort of interjected my own thoughts in how Draft Express represents Ben Simmons, or in this instance Ben Simmons, and then I take what they say and then I sort of relate it into how it would fit with the Timberwolves and whether or not this would be a good player to fit with the roster as it's currently constructed, or if I think it probably won't work out. So that's just a disclaimer up front. I don't know what I'm talking about with regular basketball, but I definitely do not know what I'm talking about with college basketball. So I sort of spoiled it, but yeah, my first prospect profile is Ben Simmons. He's from Australia. He stands 6'10", weighs about 240 pounds. He's 19 years old right now, but he will be 20 by the time his first NBA game happens. he's near a consensus number one pick for the 2016 draft, so that's why I'm starting with him. I'm just gonna run down like most mock draft boards and go prospect by prospect. I can't imagine getting outside the top 10. I don't think I'm gonna be doing 10 Wolves diaries by the time the draft gets here, but just letting you know. That's what my strategy or method behind these prospect profiles are. So, what he appears to be a great passer with great court vision. Really nice ball handler for his size. He has some great rebounding and all-around basketball instincts, which is awesome. And he's a solid athlete. He's not like a Andrew Wiggins or Zach LaVine style athlete where he could just dazzle you with all of his intangibles. But I mean, the kid's 6'10" and he's built like a brick shithouse. He looks awesome. He kind of looks like Blake Griffin. That's what the Draft Express videos were showing. He looked a lot like Blake Griffin and like Lamar Odom-esque type player, where he's just like Blake Griffin's way more athletic than he is, but he just looks like he can jump out the building. He's not a good jump shooter, but he can drive and score. But in terms of fitting with the Timberwolves, I think he would most likely be a power forward for the Wolves. He would be great for his passing, defense, and rebounding, but honestly, he's a terrible fit next to Rubio and Wiggins in terms of a scorer. Like, he doesn't have a jump shot. Rubio doesn't have a jump shot. Wiggins pretty much doesn't have a jump shot. The only good shooter we have, like jump shooter on our team right now, is Karl Anthony Towns, which is kind of strange. Zach LaVine can be a good jump shooter, but he's just too inconsistent to be like a reliable starter.
6 seconds left in the first quarter.
But just imagine the defense of a Rubio, Wiggins, Simmons, Cat lineup. It doesn't even matter who your two guard is. You can just hide your two guard on the worst player because Cat can guard power forwards and centers. Simmons can guard, or should be able to guard, shooting guard all the way to a center. Wiggins can guard point guard through small forward. Maybe put him on some small power forwards, but he's too skinny for that. And then Rubio, he can shut down opposing point guards. I mean, speed is always going to be an issue with Rubio, but he's a pretty good defender. So, I mean, that's like 4 high-level defenders right there on your team. And Cat, Simmons, and Rubio could all pass like amazing. So just imagine if you could get a stretch 4 like a Ryan Anderson, and then
because it's worked both ways. I mean, teams.
I don't know, because you think about it, you'd have to have Simmons at the 3 then, if that's the case. You'd have to get just like an amazing spot up shooting guard or small forward if you're gonna have Rubio, Wiggins, Cat, and Simmons on the floor. So it's kind of hard to imagine Simmons on this team. Either he or Wiggins would have to develop a jump shot for that to work. But I mean, if you have the number 1 pick, you're gonna have to take him. And I'm sure you could demand quite a healthy trade ransom. Like, would Ben Simmons get you DeMarcus Cousins? Maybe. I wouldn't give them anything more than Ben Simmons and like Shabazz Muhammad and maybe like Pekovic for contract matching, but Wiggins and Anthony Bennett got you Kevin Love, so I can imagine Ben Simmons and Bozzy getting you DeMarcus Cousins style player. But this is like the pipe dream scenario where the Timberwolves get an amazing ping pong ball bounce and get the first pick. So most likely not going to happen. Kind of a uneasy fit to begin with, but it would still be exciting. So there you go. That's the first prospect profile. Not the greatest, but it's something. So, February 18th, 2016, I began Wolves Diary notes. They're not very good notes. They're just quick notes because that Pelicans game was shit. It was so bad. So here's what I have for those notes here. First note, Bielitsa has fallen completely out of the rotation. I don't think he played a minute in this game. I don't know. I'm going to check the box score. I didn't really look at the box score. Yeah, I have the box score up. Let me just check here. Yes, I do. No, he played 12 minutes, but it must have been late in the game. Because I don't really remember him playing early. I guess he had 10 points on 5 of 6 shooting and 4 rebounds. Pretty amazing.
5 on the clock.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I only watched like the first half and they were getting blown out and I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to watch it. But yeah, he wasn't playing in the first half. His confidence appears to be a complete issue. He appears to be completely shot. Like, Sam is always in his ear yapping and yelling at him. It's not easy being a foreign kid coming over to a new country in a new league where like the best players in the world play and playing a completely broken, outdated system. You know, you think there would be an adjustment period like there is for most rookies. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns is a fucking awesome freak of a human being. He can just, like, he's built to play basketball, so you can't really compare him to like Tyus Jones or Nemanja Bjelica. But I imagine it's kind of a rough transition for him. But I think Belly is like so skilled and he's being wasted basically. Like, I know he sucked recently, but still, the guy knows how to play basketball. He's 6'10", he can dribble the ball, he can shoot it. I mean, his shot appears to be completely broken right now, but I think that he could play really well next to Cat, playing with Ricky and maybe like Wiggins too. You put Rubio, Levine, Wiggins, Belly, Cat. I think Belly would benefit greatly from that, but Zhang's playing so well that you really can't do that. The next note, Sam trotted out a rotation of Andre Miller, Zach LaVine, Shabazz Muhammad, Damian Rudej, and Adrian Payne. Yeah, that's the rotation he trotted out. Pretty ridiculous. Trailing by 20 for most of the night. Picked a good time to come back to watch. That's sarcasm, of course. That was a terrible game. I stopped watching. I don't even know when I stopped watching. It was so bad.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, it appears the Wolves are playing like completely joyless basketball. This was after. I'm pretty sure this was the game after that nice Clipper and Bulls win. This is the game that came out and played. It just looked like joyless basketball. Cat seemed like the only one who was having any fun or any desire out there. It was just kind of heartbreaking, honestly. And they ended up losing that game easily. It wasn't never that close. Let's see here. The score was 116 to 102. Top performers, Drew Holiday killed us, 27 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. And for the Wolves, Cat, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 1 block. Andrew Wiggins, 5 of 14 for 15 points. And yeah, not a great game for anyone really. So the next game, Toronto Raptors versus the Timberwolves on February 10th, 2016. I was not expecting anything in this game. I was expecting a loss, mercifully sending us into the All-Star break. But, man, Timberwolves came to play. That was such a good game. Before the game, Tayshaun Prince got the night off because he wanted to attend Chauncey Billups' jersey retirement in Detroit. You know, I'm fine with Tayshaun Prince not playing, but straight up letting him have the night off, the game before the All-Star break, seemed like a kind of like a unprofessional thing to do. like, it's awesome that Tayshaun Prince got to attend his friend and championship teammate's jersey retirement, but he's on a team right now who's struggling terribly, and he's supposed to be one of the leaders, you know? I don't know. I'm fine with him not playing. I guess since if he's not gonna play, he could have had the night off, but I'd like to see some more like team chemistry-ish things going on. But then again, you know, you can't be mad at him for going to see his teammates' jersey retirement. That's only gonna happen once, you know. So I guess I'm alright with this, but just I don't know, it felt weird. So the lineup Sam Mitchell trotted out was Rubio, Levine, Wiggins, Dang, and Cat. Awesome. That's an awesome rotation. Let's just roll that out for the rest of the season with Boz as the sixth man. And hopefully Belly can get his play up to snuff and become the first big off the bench. And, you know, feed Peck, KG, Dane, those backup big minutes, as well as getting Tyus Jones some more minutes. Maybe let Miller run the second unit. I'm alright with that. And you know, I guess Tayshaun Prince can play some more minutes on some bench minutes or something. But that's honestly what kind of rotation I want. Just that starting lineup: Boz, Belly. Switch up the 10th man or the 9th man, and then give Miller the backup point guard minutes. Ended up being a really fun game. The refs helped us out quite a bit. I don't think it was as bad as a lot of the Raptor fans think it was, but you know, it kind of did really help us out. Cat was amazing this game. 35 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks. 35 and 11 for a 20-year-old in his first year in the league against the Raptors, the second place team in the East. Just amazing. Like, that kid is so good. Wiggs was pretty good, 26 points, and Rubio had almost a triple-double. He had like, let me check here. Got the box score up. He almost had a triple-double. It was 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 19 points, as well as 3 from 6 from deep, which is an awesome sign.
That's exactly what you need to do.
It is.
Wiggins, he's having trouble filling the box score, but he's getting his points, so I'm alright with it, I guess. I'd love to see him get, like, average 5 rebounds a game and, like, maybe a steal or 2 a game and some assists, but he's putting up zeros a lot of the time. Just some random news and notes. There's some reports out there that from Brian Windhorst that say the Tibbs and the Wolves have contacted each other about coaching. I'm all in on Tibbs coming to coach the Timberwolves. Dude seems like he knows what he's doing and how to get things done. I think that getting to coach Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins has to be one of the fucking most prime coaching jobs out there. Like, unless you want to win a championship right away, I think you can build something with this team very quickly and become contenders in like the next few years. I think that's. God, I hope Sam Mitchell doesn't stay coaching this team. I don't think he will. I hope we get like a kick-ass president of basketball operations. I don't really want Tibbs to have both GM and coaching hats on. I think that's too much. But God, if we get the right front office guy, like Amasi Uri, like in Toronto, if we can get someone like that, we're fucking set. Another note is that Boz trade rumors have surfaced again. The Blazers, Celtics, and I think the Clippers are all interested in him. None of those teams really have anything I want for Boz. Like, Jai Crowder would be awesome. That guy seems like a perfect NBA player in today's game, but I don't think we're going to get him. So I'd rather just keep Boz, don't give him away. The only player I really want to see moved in the trade deadline is February 18th, which is 6 days away now, so that's coming up quick. The only person I want to see off the roster by then is Kevin Martin. I wouldn't be mad if Rudej or Payne left, but I don't think you're going to get anything for them, so you might as well just keep them. But Kevin Martin, like, I'll take anything for Kmart. Late second, expiring player, whatever. Just someone who doesn't expect minutes or like a heavily protected second round pick. I just want him off the roster. You know, he can shoot, but I'd rather just see our young guys get all the minutes. I'd love to see like Tyus get maybe like 10 minutes a game for the second half of the season. Just take all of Kevin Martin's minutes, put it towards Boz, put it towards Payne. Even like Payne sucks, but put it towards him. Just stop wasting minutes for Kevin Martin. He's done. If he comes back next year, I'm gonna be so bummed out. Like, I don't hate Kevin Martin. I think he's an alright player. I think he's an alright guy. It's kind of pointless. We're not going to win anything, you know. I want to win games, but I don't want to sacrifice any of the young guys' minutes for Kevin Martin. It's hopeless.
He's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
The only other major news is that this weekend's the All-Star weekend, and there's Zach LaVine, Andrew Wiggins, Karl-Anthony Towns are in the Rising Stars game, which is tonight, February 12th, I do believe. Then tomorrow, Karl-Anthony Towns is in the Big Skills Challenge, which will be interesting. He stands a chance. It's either going to be him or Draymond, I think, that'll win it. And then Zach LaVine's going to defend his dunk contest championship against Andre Drummond, Aaron Gordon, and Will Barton, I think. I think those are the only 4. Maybe I'm missing someone, but I think he should win it easily. I'm really excited to see what happens. And of course, I hope no one gets injured during doing dunks, because that would be so dumb. But I'm pumped for it. I won't watch the All-Star game because I don't really give a shit about it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that's been happening. You know, I don't think we really need to play out the rest of this game, so I'm just gonna end it here. Trade deadline's next week, like I said already, so I'm going to have a big breakdown of that in Wolves Diary Entry 6. And my next prospect profile will probably be, let's see here, Brandon Ingram. That'll be my next one. And then we'll go down from there. So, thanks for watching. I just posted a Wolves Dynasty video. I can't date my videos like this. I keep dating my videos. But yeah, check the Wolves Dynasty out if you're enjoying my Wolves Diary. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.